Hey, you guys. Hello. Yes, I just got through coming from dance practice. So, never mind all this. All right, so on a serious note, I was driving along and a thought came to my mind. Okay, so here's a thought. There's nothing wrong with remediation. There's nothing wrong with having to go or be placed into remediation classes because you didn't get it, or that you learn at a different pace or rate than other people. And so, sometimes you just gotta go back to it, and that's why you're in remediation. You didn't learn something from it the first time, so now you got to go back and repeat the course. There's nothing wrong with it. This is where it becomes a problem with remediation. When you fail to learn what you should have gotten, not the first time that you didn't get it, but the second time. That's the problem. When you refuse to learn and you got to go back through the same thing all over again. Now I want y'all to walk with me spiritually with this. That's the reason why a lot of us have to go back and repeat some courses. We have to go back through remediation with the Lord because we did not learn. We keep going through the same thing over and over and over again, still not learning, still not applying the knowledge, the curriculum, the skills from the course. Now, see, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to go back to remediation for certain courses of life. And so you wonder why I didn't handle it the way that you thought I was going to handle it. Because by golly, I learned the first time around, or either I learned the second time around, and maybe even the third time around when I had to go to remediation. I'm not going to repeat that course. And I want y'all to see like that into the spirit. The reason you're going around in remediation for the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, 10th time is because right now it's a choice. You're refusing to learn. You're refusing to see whatever it is that God wants to show you, or hear whatever it is that God wants you to hear. So at this point, you cannot blame life. You can't blame the instructor. You can't even blame the person who's grading the test. Accountability. What was it that you were supposed to see and do that you don't want to do? Because a lot of times it's a matter of pride. A lot of times your ego will screw you over. It will keep you from the teacher grading on the curve for you. Because your ego. Now, like I said, there's nothing wrong with remediation when you just can't get it. You just don't understand. God, I just can't get it. I really don't see. Okay, you need his help. But what do you call it when he put you back into the class and you still refuse to learn the curriculum? You still refuse to learn the lesson. What do we call it now? So now do we have to socially promote you? Do we have to just give you a grade? Is it that we can't just stop with 59, 49, that we got to round it up? And even still, what did you learn? When they socially promoted you, because you didn't earn that grade. You didn't earn to go to the next level, the next phase, the next stage. Are you going to see that as your chance of redemption and get it right? Or are you just going to keep on getting these 59s and 49s and hoping somebody can round it? Because, if you get a 50, at least you can go to ingenuity. Yeah, we're gonna do it like life, but we're going to show you the spiritual side of it. Or when you get the report and they're like, no, don't give no parents, don't let no parents see no nines. So when the teacher is gracing you and removing those 9s and giving you a rounded off grade, are you going to show appreciation for it by excelling for the next level, or are you going to keep failing the test? Are you going to keep repeating the course? And that's what God gave me. Leaving practice, that popped into my mind. And another thing that popped into my mind is something that my bonus dad told me when we was at the house eating breakfast. And he came up and he said, he told me the story and said, why didn't Jesus rebuke the sea instead of rebuking the wind? I was like, I don't know, Papa Mike. I ain't never thought about it. And then when he gave me the answer, it was like, I understand. The light bulb went on. Jesus didn't rebuke the sea because it was the wind that was stirring up the confusion. It was the wind that was stirring the storm. It was the wind that was bringing the mess. The sea can be still, be peace, and be calm. It's what's going on around you that is making you act a fool, act a donkey, act a nut. That's what brought about the remediation analogy to me. Is thinking about what he said to me, my mom, and my sister. Was that Jesus didn't rebuke the sea because it was the storm that was causing the trouble. It's the storm, the wind, it will cause the waves to move and act and do and all this stuff like this. The sea could be minding its business. Peace, be still. Like Jesus said, peace, be still. And there go that wind. That wind could be your emotions. That wind could be depression. That wind could be trying to live up to other people's standards. That wind could be confusion. That wind could be somebody else's wind. Somebody else's junk, stuff, mess. And they putting it on you. When your sea was calm. When your sea was doing what it was doing. Being nonviolent. Waking up choosing peace. Not saying, I choose chaos, but choosing peace. So yes, that's the reason why a lot of stuff don't provoke me, irritate me the way that it used to. It might make me do this. It might make my eyebrows go up or even bend in. You might even get that sound out of me or that look of, but it does not make my sea react the way that it used to. So I hope that you guys take something from this. I hope that you learn something from this. Stop having to go to remediation when you really don't need it. Stop getting socially promoted and not taking advantage of the fact that you're being promoted. You're going on. Start rebuking your wins. To keep your sea at peace. Because if it had not been from Papa Mike bringing that up, I should have failed my test. Because shortly thereafter, the winds was causing my sea to rage and storm. And it was from somebody else. Someone else. So that violent wind ain't always yours. It could be because somebody else don't know how to rebuke their winds. And say, peace, be still. I choose chaos. I choose confusion. Instead of choosing peace. So that's it. That's all God gave me. And I hope you guys learn. You know my motto. 5 minutes at the minute.